Welcome to the Neen Valley Role-Playing Association, a group of friends who like to play RPGs, that's role-playing games, and try and have fun. If you like the video, please like and subscribe.
Back. You were warned. Don't go inside the base, it's dangerous. But let's face it, you weren't going to listen to some rancid low-life pirate, were you? I mean, after all, you're the crew of the Heart of Gold. Turns out it's a good job the barbarian has giant heritage, though, eh? And now what? Two of the crew have taken a thorough beating. And what about that little blob that ducked into a side room? So, the dust settles, and you all take a breath. What are you going to do? By the way, just one thing I will say. Megan, you had to move back. Feel free to move to a slightly different position because you set fire to the floor in front of you. As a result, you didn't want to stand right just there, so that's fine. So just a couple of things to say. Again, this looks like it was probably this particular base looks like it was probably put together in a hurry. It's rough and ready, but it works. It's got a very militaristic style to it. All of the furniture that you have seen and the sort of trimmings and so forth suggest that it was, a military base. There's no fripperies here that you found. It's all very basic.
I think I'm going to step into where this thing just got killed and
no problem.
Peek about.
It looks like this was a kind of a functional room, like an office. There's a desk in here. There's also a small side table with a couple of chairs. The kind of place where you probably would have had the commandant coming. The commandant would have managed from here. It's someone's office.
All right. Can I fish the metallic junk out of the pile of goo?
Yeah. I mean, you can pick up the weapon that this thing was carrying. I
was aiming for the stuff that seemed to be inside of it.
Yep, you can get to that in a second. The first thing that sort of catches your eye is that weapon. It's pretty big. It's about 3 feet long, and you kind of heft it up. But you notice on the end that's sort of detached and it's kind of rolled across the floor. You picked it up. It's slightly conical shape. It's broader at one end than at the other. It has a series of fins down it. You can see that there's obviously some kind of technical mechanism within it, and the fatter end of the cone, you can see has all these interface points and looks designed as if to allow a plasmoid to fit it to their to themselves. So you kind of poke around in this thing, and you can see that unlike Shaggy, who you can obviously see the things within Shaggy. You can see a kind of all of his nerves and stuff. And you can see that within this thing, but you can see that a number of the nerves have been connected to a series of kind of they look like kind of blackish gold, sort of like a very darkened gold bits of metal, and you can see that there's actually fine strands of wiring that connect all these things up. And then where it was firing from, that pseudopod has kind of almost shrunk down, because the thing is basically pretty much a pool, but you can see where it was, and you can see these traces come through to this thing. So something about this connected up to this weapon. You don't think it's something that you're going to be able to use, unfortunately. It's not like you can pick it up, carry it, and shoot with it. It's not like you stick your hand in the end and there's a trigger. In fact, it feels fairly inert.
But it appears that the metallic pieces that we were seeing inside these things were interfaces for the weapons.
You think it's more than that, because there's a lot of this stuff is all sort of stitched around the central mass of nerves, which is basically the brain of a it's gone. Sorry. Which is the brain of a plasmoid. That you can see that there's all things kind of stitched all into and throughout this. It doesn't look like that's the sole reason for it being there. It's not just a weapon interface. It's something more.
As too technical.
It's pretty horrifying, to be honest, because you're thinking about Shaggy, and you think about how you see he's your friend, and you and him get on very, very well, and you kind of how he operates and all the rest of it, and you can't imagine kind of making holes in him and stitching all the stuff into him. It sounds pretty horrifying. It looks horrifying even from the outside.
Okay. I'll search the rest of the room, but I yield my time to the rest of the party.
Okay. Just briefly, you search around. You don't find anything particularly in the room. It looks like it's been emptied out in a hurry. One of the drawers is still sort of half out. That looks like you're wearing a hat. So you probably can't see the...
Yeah, the door.
Yeah.
That's funny.
The door icon.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else want to do anything before Lovelaw opens the next door?
I'm not going to open it until everybody does their thing.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Okay.
I'm going to chug a potion of healing then. We're carrying on.
All right, good idea.
Where the heck did you get that?
We've got two.
You've all
each.
got one. Yeah, I've got.
That's right.
I made them on the ship.
You rock.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to do that too. That is
48.
mighty
I don't want
fine.
48. I want 8 of them. That puts me at 20. Just under half. As long as I don't have to attack anything, I'll be okay. As some of my jellified body starts to sort of like knit back together again. Invigorating. Oh, it's like pouring fizzy wine all over your body. Oh.
Five.
All right.
Peek around this corner, see if I can see anything. I know.
You can see two
Away
doors
from the fire.
on the left and right at the end of the corridor.
Yeah, don't set yourself alight.
Fan the flames of destiny.
You've
Fire
just
resistant.
note as well that you have walked past a door just here, yeah?
Yeah.
And there's this door just here, which is the one that Megan set fire to.
Which I think is locked, isn't it?
There's another door just here. This one is locked, yes.
Yeah.
Some of them might be showing up as locked, but that's to stop you from accidentally clicking on them. That's all. I opened it early. Well, now you've committed to opening it and the 16 orcs that are hiding inside, or whatever,
They got a pie.
If it's 16 of them, they don't have one pie, they have 16 pies, of course.
Oh, but
That's what we looked in Don't think we did. I don't think we searched in this other room, did we?
Searched in
That's
here,
the ping
where
icon.
Varo
there.
stood.
No, the other one. Where is
Yes,
ping?
I searched it. It's more of the same as the
Up
first room.
here.
The top
Here,
room, I don't think
this
we've
room.
done.
Yeah, the top room.
So that is a basically like a
Dining
refectory
area,
for
wasn't
dining hall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I went in there and then the battle started, so didn't.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, you know, it on the surface it looks pretty much like what it is. That, you know, it's a series of rough
Mundane,
tables, benches. It looks like a common eating area.
Well, the sandwiches are all out. We've gone off, so.
But no kitchen area.
Oh yeah.
Notably, no kitchen. You've not seen a kitchen.
And no door heading towards that from the kitchen. Interesting. Okay.
There were
And
those
then all
sacks
of the
of
food
kind of
that
like
you
kibble, weren't
found-
they?
All of the food that you found in the various boxes, and there's some left over. It was all there was, like, you know, fresh fruit and stuff that you can eat fresh. Nothing that needs cooking, and then prepared meals.
Oh,
You know, dried meat, that kind of thing. So it very much looks like this is the kind of place where there probably wasn't a need for a kitchen, because that wasn't how it worked.
gotcha.
Didn't we find loads of bags of doggy kibble or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was in
You
the
found
first one,
boxes of a strange, of something strange that was like these little round discs of brown stuff that smell sort of vaguely meaty.
Yeah, that was in this room at the end of the corridor.
At the end.
Yeah, that's in the storeroom in the end. And JL was familiar with that as being something that was similar to the hunting dogs on her estate were fed.
Okay.
By the way, if you want to open that door, just let me know, because I can unlock it.
Let's see if I can actually do an advanced transform. Yes, I would like that door open, please.
Okay. You just give me a second, guys.
So I mentioned I motion to everyone that can see that I'm going to open said door using various pseudo body parts. Excuse me. And before I open it, John, I have my crossbow down by my side, and yeah, but I still got my shield up.
Right, just bear with me for a second, guys. I just need to do something. Sorry to. Right. Okay.
And when I feel that the time is ready to open the door, I'm going to take a dodge action to open said door. So my AC goes up by, yeah, is it 5 or 3?
Okay, hang on. Sorry.
Actions. Dodge. Oh no, it's not. Any attack against me is at disadvantage. If I can see the attacker.
Okay, sorry. I just need to do something, and then I'll be with you.
No worries.
I do apologise for the slow running of this particular thing. But
Nope.
okay. All right. That's cool. I have done the thing I needed to do. Thank you very much. Cool. Right. So, Shaggy, let's let you open that door.
Yay! Okay, I open. I don't get shot straight away, so...
No, there's nothing. Well, there's nothing visible in here that you can see unless all the chests and stuff are mimics, or all the tables and chairs and everything. Okay. So
Chests,
this is
I'm straight
another
in
Alex. They're footlockers. They're not treasure chests, unfortunately.
Okay.
So like these other two rooms.
Yeah.
This is a barracks. But the difference is that this seems to be for there's less beds in here. There's less density in here. So you think this is probably a slightly more, senior members or something group.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go in and I'll search the footlockers and
Yeah. You have a wander around and poke about. No problem at all.
Basically, see if there's anything left in there. Any books, instruction manuals, or I don't know.
Okay. Time's ticking away. No problem at all. Lovelaw, are you going to open that door? It's unlocked,
Sure.
mate, if you want to.
Wait. Just tried to click on it. There we go.
Okay, no worries. All right.
Another
This is a
small
really nicely appointed bedroom. In as much as any of this stuff is nicely appointed, this is the nicest one. It actually has a rug on the floor. There is a wall hanging. There is a larger bed. It's still very basic. There's actually a wardrobe which you spin open and have a look and kind of rifle through the drawers. It's just better. It's just much better appointed. You think this was probably, maybe the commander of this base, the most senior person here would have.
All right, I'm going to do
had this room.
a decent search looking for logs and journals and, look under the mattress and tap at the floor for loose things and all that crap.
No problem at all. You start having a good poke around. It's going to take you a little bit of time just to have a good poke around. Previous room, it was fairly cursory, but this one you're going to have a much longer check. Shaggy, are you having a really good check, or are you just sort of doing a cursory glance?
I'm gonna use my perception or investigation to find that loot.
Okay, no problem. You're going to have a good old poke through. So you're taking some time. So these guys have wandered off and they're having a good old look through.
Yeah.
Okay, Varo, JL, Megan, what are you guys up to?
I'm gonna go and help Lovelaw.
Okay, no problem. All right.
Wisdom
JL,
perception
Megan?
allows you to use a combination
I'm
of senses
keeping
to
watch on the
notice-
corridor, making sure nothing jumps out and attacks us again.
Okay.
Have a look down here. See what I can find.
No problem. There's a couple of doors there.
Okay, well that's
I
stupid.
don't need you to roll that.
So it tells me that it's with advantage, but then I've actually got to select advantage for it to roll with advantage.
Yeah. You have to hold left shift down generally.
Yeah. No, mine pops up in a little pop-up on the D20, so on the roll 20, D&D Beyond. But yeah, anyway, no, I didn't know whether it was perception or investigation, so I thought I'd just do a perception
roll it.
thingy for each one. And under the bed as well, if there's pillows, under pillows.
Okay. A search is a search. A cursory glance is, you go around the room, you open a few things, you look around, you peek under the beds. That's a cursory glance.
Yeah.
A long search is where you literally go item by item. You pick mattresses up off beds. You check underneath them. You feel around. Might there be some hidden compartments? You have a check over the walls. You do all those kind of obvious things. Why have I suddenly gone dark? I have absolutely no idea. What the heck?
It's like you're in the crescent moon.
What a bizarre thing. How utterly bizarre.
It's all that hand gesticulation.
Oh, there you go. You're
I
back.
think you're right. I think it was something to do with my hands.
Yeah.
You're
I
right.
clicked a box and it stopped. Okay, good. JL, so you've opened up that room. This looks like this is interesting. This room. It's sleeping quarters again, and it's sleeping quarters for nicely appointed. But there's a couple of beds in here. But it's nicely done. It's a much more. It just feels more soothing and relaxing. Like there's a much nicer vibe in here. The other places have been very utilitarian, but this one is much calmer and nicer. Somebody's even painted the walls for some reason and ceiling,
Yes,
so it's kind of
maybe.
whitewashed it.
That's not paint.
One of the things you all notice wandering around here is this place is kind of stuffy and sweaty. There's not a lot of ventilation. It's, you know, you wouldn't want to be spending months posted here.
Like the freaking pyramids in Cairo.
Try the other door.
Ugh. And we've gotten freaking brave.
I know.
Okay.
We've gone all DC Bandit style.
I know.
Same again.
Hmm.
Hey guys, if you're watching.
So pretty much mirrors the other one.
We'll wander around the boat
That's
two
a
rooms
lot
and
of
see if anything.
whitewash.
That's
See
a
if
lot.
anything-
Are you doing
It's
a
got thick
full?
walls.
Are you doing
Lots
a
of
full?
soundproofing.
I beg your pardon, Megan. Sorry, Christine.
The two rooms that JL's gone into, they've got thick walls.
Yep.
Lots of soundproofing or hidden cupboards.
Yeah.
You
just wondering-
are convinced that because of the position of they're they're off the corridor slightly, and they are slightly better insulated. They probably would have been. That's probably one of the reasons why they're more pleasant places to sleep. They've probably been more restful. I mean, the walls here are still pretty thick. They're like a foot thick. They're not nothing. Yeah?
Yeah.
But
Just wondering if it's worth using the wand of secret doors detection.
Yeah. Think it is.
We've got
did
3
anybody roll to
charges.
see how many charges it got back this morning?
Well, when was the last time we used it? It was days ago, so it should be fully charged by now.
Oh, of course, you've travelled since then. Yeah, should be fine. JL, are you doing a cursory glance or are you doing a detailed search?
I mean, she's pretty good at general observation, but she'll do a search.
Okay, you're going to specifically search rather than just sort of wander about and see if you spot anything odd. Okay, that's fine.
Who's
And
got
pour yourself
one
doing that. So, Megan,
Me.
time is ticking. Time is ticking, Megan. And time is passing as you are as these guys wander off and start poking about places.
What
Time's ticking along.
I forget what is the limb fac on time.
Nothing.
Okay, I just had forgotten because you said that several times now, which makes me, of course, scared.
That's what he's trying to do.
It's all good.
JL, you don't need to roll that.
Okay, no.
Good job, really, innit?
Yeah.
If it helps, the roll that I made for you was exactly the same number.
Good.
No, it doesn't help. It should have been higher.
So, yeah. That's one of the things I was doing was I was opening up all your character sheets so I could see things like your perception and stuff. Yeah.
So am I using the wand? Yeah.
Yeah, can do. Yeah, I think it's a decent place to use it.
Okay.
You can sort of pop yourself in the middle here and fire it off. I think I'm not sure what the range is. 100 feet.
I don't know. That's a very good question. Um,
Of Secret's Legacy. There we go.
yes.
3 charges, 30 feet.
Okay. I just couldn't find it. Okay, come
So
on.
30 feet. So it's sort of that sort of thing. So that's not. So, yeah, so cover to there. Cover that lot. Go on. Ping it off.
Yep.
Okay. You hold it out and you point it down the corridor towards those rooms because you're convinced there's something. Or where Varo and Lovelaw are looking, you're pretty convinced. And the wand pulses and you feel it turn. And it isn't pointing where you expected.
Right.
It's pointing okay, that's not worked.
There's a lightsaber sticking out of Megan's butt.
There you go. It's pointing that way.
Hmm.
Okay, I wonder if that could be at the end of the corridor then. Are Lovelaw and Varo finished searching this room?
I've been wondering.
Yeah, it's probably what, a good 25 minutes since you finished the fight. 25 minutes. And yeah, you guys have had a pretty good poke round. You're just not finding anything. You've looked for secret, secret
what it
doors and all
is.
sorts. So Megan's used her wand and she says, something that way.
Something secret that way lies.
Okay, I'm going to have a search.
Okay. All right.
Perception.
You're searching. Sorry?
Perception check?
No.
No, investigation.
Investigation, please. And I want you to make that investigation check at advantage.
Oh, not
You don't
one, twice.
Or whatever.
There you go. Natural 20.
Okay.
I've blown all my good rolls for the evening now. Don't ask me to roll anything else.
No, it's okay, guys. I'm soaking up the real low rolls. Don't worry about it. I rolled 3 ones in a row.
Oh, no.
Well, JL had a pretty good one there as well.
Okay, good. Right. So yeah, so you poke around and you realise that the end of this corridor is a big secret door. I mean, it just looks like a bit of corridor, a rough bit of corridor, but you realise it's a big secret door. What you can't work out at this point, what you haven't quite fathomed, is where the controls are. It's definitely a door. It definitely moves. You got no question about that. You can see the seams and everything, 100%. You can't work out where the controls are. They must be somewhere, but you've looked around and you can't see them.
Maybe in this room here. Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, just a second, I'm just going to delete that because I might as well. And I'm just going to draw the fact that that is a... that didn't go, did it? It's a bit crude. It's gone at a bit of a funny angle, but it's close enough. You get the point. Right. So yeah, you want to open that door there?
Yes, please.
Okay. No worries. All right. You may open it.
Ah.
There you go.
Okay.
There is a corridor, and at the end of the corridor is a door.
Yeah. Any sign of any controls or anything in here?
No.
There is a room we haven't been in yet, but of course it's been locked.
Yes. Well, we can batter down the door. But there's what, steps going up?
There
It's
are
the
some
only
steps
way.
going up in there, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's the only way forward is through that door, unless we can work out how to open this secret door. I mean, can I? Maybe Shaggy might have an idea. It's our master of mechanisms might be able to work out how to open this secret door.
Yeah, I'll be there after I've finished tossing this room. Batter.
What,
Smash.
you're tossing off in the room?
Yeah. Yeah, the south wall needs whitewashing. Oh, that'll make good material for a flag. Oh, and that bit. Oh no, that's a bit dingy. Not going to take that. Oh, look at this. Oh, pretty flower. Nice. Okay, won't really go with a skull and crossbones though, will it? Not very intimidating. Oh, unless the flower's in the mouth of the skull. That would be awesome. Yeah. Right, I'll take that bit of fabric as well.
Knock on the wall, see if it is actually a wall, because the main entrance was an illusory wall. Is this an illusory door? Oh, it's actually a door.
What the massive door that Varo has shown you all where it is.
Yep. It's actually, she touches it to see if it's not just an illusion or not.
Yeah, I mean Varo was poking at it, pushing it. You all had a bit of a wander around it. Yes, yeah, it's physically there.
Physical. Good.
Yeah.
Try giving it a good hard shove forward, sideways.
I'm going to assume that that's what you've done. You know, Lovellaw's come up and he's heaved at it a bit, and you've tried to slide it, push it. You actually think it probably slides, but how it slides, you don't know. But it's definitely a door. So you've all had a go at it. You've spent, a few minutes just kind of all fiddling about with it. You figure there must be a control panel. There must be some kind of latch mechanism or something, but you can't find it. And you
Maybe it's
figure
a
that
magic word.
Also possible.
Speak, friend, and enter. Of course.
Mm-hmm. Shaggy, was friend in ooze?
Plasmoid.
Friend?
Plasmoid speak. What language?
Common. Only.
Common!
They
That's
have
right.
their own language.
That's the
Nice.
word.
Okay.
Megan feels the wall and says, "Friend, let me enter." Fondling the wall.
How long's it been
Fondling the
now,
wall.
John?
Since the end of the combat,
No, since Varo and I since Lovelaw and I started searching our individual rooms, because I know I've got 3 times as much. You said there was 3 lockers, so there's going to be 3 things to go
you
through.
have finished searching.
Sorry?
You have finished searching.
I finished searching. Right, okay.
Yep.
Yep. Well, I got bits of fabric, bit tatty, but I think I can use it for a decent flag.
Yep.
But apart from that, nothing. Right, so you want to help with this door? Okay, so I get my lockpicks out.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
It's kind of stinky and burnt in here, and it's kind of hangs like a fug because this place is really poorly ventilated. But
That wasn't the door. We wanted help with this big secret door. But,
Oh, big secret door.
mm,
you're aware of the big secret door. You've come along and had a look at the big secret door as well.
Oh, look at this. Varo, it's a big secret door.
The BSD.
Okay. I take it it's like got no gaps around it, no? So it's flush to the sides, the floor, the ceiling.
The gaps are there, but they are it's quite well engineered. It was quite well hidden as a secret door.
Okay.
I mean, you figure there must be some kind of control somewhere, and as far as you can tell, even Varo standing on Lovelaw's shoulders to get right up to the ceiling and poke around and all the rest of it, you've not been able to. Although Lovelaw could have just reached up by himself because he's got the height for it, but you have checked around kind of every corner that you can think of. You can see the door is there. You're convinced it's a door, and it slides somehow up, down, left, right. You're not quite sure, but you just can't find any controls for it. And you have hunted up and down the corridor, left and right here as well. So each side, and you've looked behind this door as well.
Okay, so I'm just going to open up a new tab. What am I looking for? Where is it? I can't remember what size the gap needs to be for me to be able to insert myself. Do it. Has this book changed? Participants in
The
there.
room may have a
Oh, hang
handle
on.
in it.
No, I'm in the wrong bloody book. Sorry. I want this one. Sorry, JR, what was that?
The other room may have a handle in it. Something.
The locked room, you mean?
Yeah.
Might do.
All right, we need a quick break.
All good.
Yeah, no worries. I can look for what I was looking for in the.
You look that up, mate.
yeah.
And we're back in a couple of minutes.
Indeed.
So, yes, the answer, Shaggy, is that you can get underneath one of the regular doors, like the one that's locked, but you can't get around the heavy door
Okay.
because there isn't a gap. There are seams, but they are just far too thin.
But as I'm next to Varo, I scratch his head because I've seen skin wearers do this frequently when they're thinking, and and I say, I can't think of any way that I could be of use unless we find the mechanism, which is either going to be above the door, to the left of the door, or to the right of the door, or below the door. So I think we can rule out to the left of the door because we've looked at the other rooms at the top there and there doesn't seem to be anything special about them. To the right of the door. Well, you've opened that, and that's just a passageway down to a door on the right. So there might be something in the wall there that might lead to a secret room or something. I honestly don't know. And then we've got the locked door, which
should we
might
try
go
the locked door
somewhere.
then?
Yeah, I mean, do you want me to try opening it?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Okay, Lovelaw, we need to go and bash it in.
Oh, okay.
Or you could slide underneath it, can't you?
Nah, why do that? Why is that coming up as advantage? Normal roll. There you go. 31 for a thieves tool check.
Nice.
You get plus 13 to your thieves' tools.
I do.
You're not terrible at opening doors. Yeah, I mean, this is... The lock is not particularly complicated, but it is notable that of all the rooms and all the doors that you've noticed, this one is different in that it is locked. Okay. So, now it's unlocked
Okay.
and opened, because I might as well open it.
Yeah. I whispered to Varo and
Okay.
go, it smells a bit
So-
smoky. I think that
Yeah, I mean,
there's
you can see the
recently been a
burned area on
fire.
You can see the burned area on the floor. Nothing
Yeah.
caught, so it's okay.
They've tried to
They're
set
running-
fire to the door. I don't know why. Maybe
So-
they were trying to
so first
smoke
of
us
all-
out.
So, first of all, okay, you've got a set of steps going upwards, which you think probably goes up to that mezzanine. There's a door at the top as well. You think it probably goes up to that mezzanine that is in the hangar. Okay? The door is closed. There appears to be no other exit from this room that you can see.
Okay.
What you do notice is that there's a series of racks here which look like this was an armory. It looks like it was weapon racks. It's been emptied out. Okay? So it's been emptied at some point.
How many weapons do we think would have fit in the rack?
You probably would have had enough weapons to kit out 20 to 25 warriors or people capable of fighting.
Okay, so
And that plasmoid escaped through this way.
that is...
Somewhere.
Yeah, he did indeed.
Well, obviously, what the plasmoid did was he came in here, ran up the stairs, up to the mezzanine, dropped over the mezzanine onto the floor of the big hangar, ran outside, stole our ship.
Damn it.
Oop.
Anyway, should we have a look around, see if there's any sort of trigger for secret door in here?
Yeah, Varo, there's a panel on the wall there. So you go in and you notice the panel. You slide the panel back, and there is basically a big crank handle, which you think is connected up to some kind of powered mechanism. And you go crank, because why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
I
Why
might
not?
search here for traps first.
okay. You
Nice.
search for traps, you don't find any.
Okay.
Give me a second. I'm just going to delete that. And then I need to go to there. And I'm going to just delete that. There we are.
They're not really a very secret door.
Told you
You
the...
would not have noticed it was there. You could have walked around all day, and unless you'd been really looking for it, you wouldn't have known it was there.
What, the panel
But this-
or the door or both?
The panel was not obvious. You could have
Okay.
come in here and not noticed the panel.
Right.
You definitely would have not noticed the door.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. No,
I'll
I
look
thought
at
the
Varo.
door was like,
You crank it, and anybody who is standing in the corridor sees this area here, sees this big area of wall here, slide back up here. So basically it slides to the left, revealing a room beyond.
Told you the mechanism would have been to the door's right.
yeah, but you're right or am I right?
The door's right.
Of all the engineering in here, this is the best bit.
What, looking at the front of the door or the back of the door?
Uh,
When you're standing on your head and you're looking from a different direction.
yeah. Looking
Okay.
out the door.
So you can see a room here,
Okay, that's a room.
and
Oh.
well, you can see there's a room in here. This,
Oh, right.
this square bit is not a room. No, but look, there's a wall here. Look, and there's a wall here. Yeah.
Okay.
And what you can see here, let me just move it so I can see what I'm doing, is you can see a tunnel that disappears into darkness here. It seems to slope downwards, and there's some kind of platform just here, which appears to have a raised section with some controls on it. You'll need to get closer to see what it is.
Well, it's got controls on it, so we. Yeah.
That'll be the Spelljammer helm for this asteroid.
Nice.
We're upgrading, guys.
We're just going to fly.
Spacecraft carrier.
I love that idea. But, okay, so if I just strap a spelljamming helm to this asteroid, what happens next?
yeah, exactly.
We'll get back to the Draxus and they'll go, you can't park that here.
Can't follow this, sir.
Nice.
Right. Okay.
I think we're going to go
Anybody
straight
have a
on
look?
then. Yeah.
Peek.
I pushed JL in because she can just
Nothing
walk
else.
around and
You're not
find
gonna-
everything.
You're not going to do anything else. You're just going to go and have a look at that first, yeah? Okay, JL,
Well,
you go
I'm going to
forward.
close this
Um,
door. And then
Okay.
I'm going to lock it again.
Why?
Well, don't want the use getting out.
Use can go under the door. If you can go under the door, so can the use.
Yeah, but he's got metal
okay,
shit
it's
inside
its
him.
weapons and its shield and its stuff with it, but it can get under the door. Should it need to? Plus also, it has a key.
Oh, yeah.
Plus also, Pete said something and you all just went, ha ha ha, yeah, that's right. And carried on. I'm like, carry on. Right, so JL, you go over. Yeah, so what this is basically, this is a massive platform made out of metal. And it appears to be some kind of lift mechanism. And the controls look like they are basically up-down buttons. And when you go to the edge and you look down that tunnel disappears into the darkness, some distance. It's going down, angles down into the interior of the asteroid. So it looks like what you thought was just this teeny little base with a hangar and a few other bits and pieces. It looks like there's a lot more of it down there.
The secret base.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Damn it.
This place could be bigger than we thought. We're
I
going to
just
be in,
felt like
if everyone comes back to find out what happened, we might be in trouble.
Yeah. Well, I want to follow the hostiles, so Varo's going to head up the stairs.
okay.
No problem.
So I hear Varo say about the ship, and then he runs straight through me. Quite rude of him, I thought, but you know, I'll let him off because he is our ex-captain. And he goes up the stairs. I'm thinking, if he's going that way, I'm going to go the way that we already know, and that's through here and down, down to there. So I'll let you decide how long that takes me. Well, actually, it's 30 feet around I can move, isn't it? So I was there, so 5, 10, 15.
It takes you a short time, so as you come around that corner, you see Varo appear on the mezzanine.
Yeah. It's about 20
Okay.
seconds, 26 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, Varo comes upstairs. Varo, you're being careful. You open the door, you look, you
Yeah.
see the mezzanine, and you step out onto the mezzanine. So no worries at all, okay? So you are on the mezzanine. In actual fact, the mezzanine is 10 feet deep, so you stand, you go to the
I'm
edge.
stuck. I'm stuck in the wall.
Yeah, that's because you keep trying to move when I'm moving you. So when I finish moving you, and then move yourself. All right.
Fair enough.
Okay.
So
So
otherwise you'll have a bad day. Sorry,
Yeah.
you kept going. Oh, I'm stuck in the wall. It's like.
so I
Okay,
reckon
just a
it's
second.
I reckon it's 4 movement. So if I double time it, I can do that in 2, which then makes sense that I appear roughly the same time that Varo gets up the stairs and out onto the mezzanine. But I would like to put myself here because I think I closed that door, didn't I? So I need to open that double door.
Yeah, you
so
open it, then you head out into there.
Yeah, so
Okay.
so Varo will see everything first, and then I'll see what Varo
Between
sees.
the two of you, you come out roughly simultaneously, so I can tell you what you both see. when
Okay,
you come out
that's
into
perfect
it.
then. In that
Okay.
case, I'll just put
Varo.
myself there if that's okay.
Varo, you can see, you can see a plasmoid, but that's Shaggy.
Nice.
So that's not very helpful. The area here is empty, so you don't see any you don't see anybody here. You do notice that the edge of the mezzanine has some bars. It looks like the idea is that you would be able to have like defensive positions. So you've got some things with narrower bits and wider bits. So basically, somebody could be up on the mezzanine and firing down into the hangar. Should that need to be the case. There is a rope attached, and the rope has gone and is fallen down onto the ground, so into the hangar.
Okay.
So from where you are up on the mezzanine, there is a rope that's hanging down. Shaggy, you see the same thing. So the rope is hanging down.
Okay.
Both of you kind of take a moment to orientate yourselves and look around and just see what happens, and you wave at each other. Just you can talk freely. It's not it's quiet in here. That's
Outside?
not an issue. But what you both notice is that the door is closed. You had left it cranked open, and it is closed.
Okay, I'm casting
the
a spell
doorway,
on
Shaggy?
Varo.
Yep. The big hangar door. This door.
Oh, the big hangar door. Oh, that door.
Yeah.
That door.
Okay.
I'm casting a spell on Varo, Vortex Warp, and I say, don't resist it. He's now right next to me. We're going to go through the door.
And what's the range on that?
120 feet, I believe.
Oh,
Nice. Okay.
Vortex
Where
Warp.
is there a
90
control
foot. Sorry,
on this
90
side?
foot.
Okay.
That's
Let me
enough.
just...
Yes, there is. The controls in fact, are here.
Right. Let's crank that open then.
Yeah.
Okay. You go up to the controls and you crank it, and there's a clunk. A rumble clunk. A rumble
Oh.
clunk. It's blocked somehow.
Bastards jammed it.
It doesn't look
Yes.
damaged here. Shaggy
Yeah.
quickly flicks open the thing and looks.
Yeah. I'm looking.
Are you letting your compatriots know what's going on?
Varo's going to go and shout down the corridor.
Shaggy, you think it's probably been blocked from the outside. You have that cranking handle,
Yep.
and you think it's probably the case that what they've done is they've gone outside and they've basically jammed the cranking handle into the mechanism, which will stop it from opening easily from inside.
Okay, is there a gap under the door?
Yes,
Is it bigger than 1 inch?
it's slightly bigger than 1 inch. Yes.
Okay, armor's coming off, shield's on the floor. I go, Lovelaw, carry all my shit, will you? And I basically
It's
just...
this weird thing, right? You're all watching him, and he just goes, he just sort of, you see that kind of pensive look come over him, and then he folds into this kind of shape, and all his stuff sort of oozes down to the floor and sits in this neat pile, and then he just flows under the door. Yeah, it's really simple, actually, Shaggy. It's really, really simple. He literally has just jammed it in the easiest possible way. You literally just unjam it and flick it over, and the door and just swing it a couple of times, and the door opens sufficiently that everybody can get underneath it.
Yeah.
And then
And
Lovelaw
we
gives
fell
you a
into
gear back
having
and
a
just
key.
blow back into it. You can all smell smoke.
Ah,
No.
Yeah.
Is it getting stronger?
Yeah. Acrid, strong smoke.
This ship.
The ship. Come on, let's go to the ship.
Yeah,
Let's
let's
go
run it.
today.
Have I got is it a level 1? Yes, it is.
Right.
Right. I'm casting Longstrider. Who's the slowest? Lovelaw, you're the slowest, aren't you?
Am I?
Are you 30 feet or less?
40.
Oh, in that case, Varo, you're 30 feet or more, aren't you?
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay, in that case, as I'm only 30
It's only
feet.
going to be a minute or two to get back to the ship, though. It's not going to take you a long time. You're also out of dead run. I wouldn't worry about it. Yeah.
Right.
It's not going to change anything at
towards
this
the
point.
level 2.
Have
so
we left
I've now got-
Megan inside with Megan in jail all by
Is
herself?
everybody going, or are some people staying inside?
Mm,
JL and Megan, are you following along with them, or are you staying outside? What are you doing?
She was drawing a map of the facility, but and you don't know if she's not aware that what's going on.
Megan's probably aware.
and I'm staying with JL.
Okay, so you guys are staying behind. Fine, not a problem. Okay, you hot-foot it back to the ship. As you basically come out from the illusory area and you come out into a run, you're looking at the ship. The ship is on fire. Somebody has set fire to it. As you run towards the ship, Shaggy, you see the remains, the smashed and destroyed remains of Monty. It looks like he's been shot multiple times. It's been shot multiple times by the plasmoid's weapon. You don't think Monty could have got close to it because it just basically peppered Monty with shots before Monty could get close. It looks like Monty was on the move and trying to come tell you that things were going on, but the plasmoid got it and destroyed it.
Never again do we not leave
The smashed remains of Monty are just, strewn around, basically. It's been pulverized, ruined by the weapons.
All right. Let's
And the ship is, it's seriously on fire. There is, flames shooting out the sides of this thing and smoke everywhere. The heart of gold is going up. Okay.
Is there a way to save it?
Well, that's a good question. Do you have any way to fight this fire right now?
No, Monty might have if he hasn't got mayonnaise in his jug.
It's beer today, so that might work. But we did drink. The other guy did drink some.
You need quite a lot because the whole thing is going up.
Yeah.
Right?
Could the orb help?
I don't remember anything specific around that sort of thing.
Me either.
So,
Is there?
What about, can we get it into a vacuum? How can we dissipate the atmosphere around it?
Yeah, exactly. Is there a way to turn off the air envelope?
this asteroid has an atmosphere, yeah.
So the problem is that the asteroid has an atmosphere. That's right, it does. Yeah. And you could fly out into no atmosphere, but the problem is that the ship also has an air envelope.
That has an air envelope.
I don't know if you can switch off air envelopes because it's part of the nature of the magic of the spelljamming helm.
So we have to take the spelljamming helm off.
But then how would you refit it?
There's
The same way that we took it off if we used tools.
There's rules for spelljamming. I'm not sure.
But the ship is in flames, so how do we get to the spelljammer helm?
That's your problem right now.
Yeah. Hey, look on the bright side. At least we found a secret door.
So, yeah. So looking at the position of where the helm is that bit in flames?
Yes. Yes. It looks like a number of fires have been started. Like it's not just like somebody kind of parked a fire underneath it. Someone's broken in and set fire to in multiple positions. They basically set a series of fires within the ship because there seems to be more than one seat of flames. In fact, it all seems to be mostly inside the ship rather than on the outside. You know, as in like the top deck isn't yet.
Okay. So if can we go in and start fighting the the fire sources?
You can start fighting them from the outside and then work your way in, definitely.
All right, let's go.
Okay, I'm going to start doing that.
But how would you do that? What are you fighting it with?
Capes.
I can beat it with, cloths and things like that. Beat it with
somebody's picked up loads of
with a blanket,
rags
that
and
kind of
stuff
thing.
from those chests.
The problem is that the flames are too much to they're not small flames now. They're going well.
Okay, so we had a suggestion there. What about these supplies in the base? Can we grab, barrels of liquid and stuff? Barrels of water in there?
There's no water. I mean, there's probably a few manky barrels of water, but there's no serious. You're not somewhere that you're not next to a stream and you can. You know what I mean? It's like there's nothing on this asteroid.
Okay, sand. Chuck sand on it.
Yep.
Plenty of that on this asteroid.
Any spells available, guys? That I don't know
There's
about?
rock. There's not really sand. There's rock and dust. I mean,
rock dust.
Okay. All right.
You said there's dust. The dust, I assume, is rock dust, yeah?
That's not quite what sand is, but close enough. Yeah, all right. Fair enough.
No, it depends where you are. Sometimes sand is shell, sometimes it is ground up rock. It depends on the beach.
An amount of it is ground up rock always, isn't it?
Right. I have a spell.
I mean, have you ever been to the black beaches in Iceland?
Not Iceland, but I have been to a black beach.
Yeah, so that is basalt, I believe.
Rob, sorry. Shaggy's got a spell.
Yeah, but it's not going to help with the fires, but it is going to possibly save the ship. Might take a long time, and it won't. Well, actually, it says it does, so it should. This spell repairs a single break or tear in an object you touch, such as a broken chain link, two halves of a broken key, a torn cloak, or a leaking wineskin. As long as the break or tear is no larger than 1 foot in any dimension, you mend it. So as long as the burning isn't greater than 1 foot in any one place, I can fix it. I can fix the ship.
Enough time.
Yes, so we've got to move quick. If not, then I've got nothing. Maybe JL's got something.
On fire. It's pretty well on fire. It isn't going to be very. I mean, you're right on the cusp of this thing being completely gutted.
Anyway, I'm chucking rock dust.
Same.
Okay. All right, you guys start valiantly trying to fight it. But after about 10 minutes or so, you realise that you're not winning. The problem is that it's such a big area that you're trying to cover. It's really, really difficult. You are making progress, kind of in the little kind of corner, like into your initial sort of access portal. You got some access in there, but the rest of it is catching really, really badly because the thing's made out of wood, and it's burning. And whoever set this really set it. Yeah, well.
Whoever said it, yeah. Whoever said this, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You guys look out for the plasmoid. I think I'm going to sacrifice myself for the greater good. I think we need that orb. Someone's going to have to go in.
You are within range of the orb now, right?
Okay.
Oh yeah, we are because we're
trying to talk to it telepathically.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. What does the orb has? It's got some sort of
So ask it to put the fire out.
Area blast force field. I can't remember.
We
Hang
have
on,
no
let me
idea.
see if I can. I've made some notes.
It's there. It's in the. I think I let you have the.
Right. What have we got? Disrupt area. Effect 20-foot radius. Sphere centered on the orb. 8d6 plus 2 lightning damage.
I don't want to cause
And
more
a
damage to
mind
the ship.
knife,
No.
which is psychic damage.
Neither of which are helpful from the perspective of what you
No.
need to put the fire out. The orb seems singularly unconcerned. You kind of ask it how it's doing, and it's like, you know, the vessel is aflame. It sort of tells you the vessel is aflame, and you're like, yeah, we noticed that, thanks. But it seems singularly unconcerned, and it seems undamaged by, from what you can tell, it seems undamaged by the flame. It seems to be built to withstand, you know, pretty hefty kind of, you know, physical circumstances, and it doesn't seem to be too bothered. In fact, Shaggy, you at one point you're like, right, okay, well, what we need to do is, you know, I need to go in, I need to sacrifice myself, I need to, you know, and the orb's like, you know, just wait until the fire stops and then come and get me, kind of thing. Doesn't quite say it like that, but that's what it is in effect.
Ooh. I guess at some point we'd probably see to Megan.
Okay.
They seem to have been gone a while. Do you think there's a problem? Ooh, yeah.
Well, you
Right.
think they'd come back and get us if there was something they needed help with.
I also notice.
That's a nice sketch you've done there, JL.
It's this way round.
Oh,
I also noticed that it can see the future twice per day.
Oh, heartburn.
Meanwhile, I'm still kicking dust on thing, trying to put stuff.
Yeah,
out.
I mean, eventually the flames are just getting too great. You guys just have to back off, and you realise it's a lost cause.
Okay. I want
It's
to ask.
incredibly depressing standing there as you watch it. Just this thing is up.
Well, if we manage to get at least some distance in, grab supplies. I'm going to grab food, drink.
The orb.
The orb.
Yeah. You can't get the orb because of where it is.
Okay. Well, the orb doesn't seem to be too worried about this. We can probably put it out in the smoking ash afterwards.
So you managed to get into the just. I mean, the good news is you all carry your gear anyway. You've just got to, you know, the gear you've got is things that you need on you, and you carry it. You don't. You kind of unpack stuff when you're aboard, but when you leave, you pack the stuff back up. Probably with the exception of some of your tools, but you don't need those, Shaggy. They're not essential.
No, I can make or buy more.
Yeah. Once you've got some time on your hands, you can sort everything out. It's not you know, sorting everything back out is not an issue for you. And then of course the thing that you do is you grab some food supplies. Just basically make sure that you've got some rations with you. I mean, you know there's some in the base, but they're not as good as the stuff that you carry. So you make sure that you've grabbed some of those. But then you just have to stand back and watch it.
Does Shaggy have create food and water as a spell, or can they get it? It's a 3rd level spell for Artificer.
3rd level?
Yeah. Can you swap out for it?
No, because I can only cast up to 2nd level.
There you go. You can't 2nd level spells.
Yeah.
You guys have got enough food. You're all right. Water-wise, you've got a jug that can supply you with,
Gallons.
as long as she doesn't accidentally switch it to mayonnaise on that day, which would be a bit gross. But you're okay. You're all carrying water skins anyway, because again, when you adventure, you carry that stuff with you, so you're all right.
8 gallons of water.
The ship is lost.
Okay. Monty's on the floor in pieces, kind of disassembled slightly where he's been shot. So I take my frustration out. I kick him in the torso, and then I pick him up and apologise, and then I drag him off, and I'm just not happy.
Yeah. Okay.
Can we find out from the orb, and then I'm far enough away that I've come away from the orb's influence?
Mm-hmm.
I'll just dump Shaggy in the hangar area, somewhere in the hangar area, and then I'll walk back and finish off the conversation literally a minute and a half later, going, if the orb knows where the fucking plasmoid is, I'm going to find it and I'm going to kill it. I've got tools at my disposal. Oh no, I haven't. They're on the ship. I did have tools at my disposal to find him and kill him. What about Megan's alchemy chemistry set for making the? That's all gone. No more healing potions until we can get it replaced.
Well, no, because that's part of her standard kit.
Oh, okay then.
So she carries that with. Should carry that with her.
Oh, thank God for that.
Yeah.
Jesus. And what about Lovelaw's nuts?
Still got them.
Both of them?
I'll check here in a minute when no one's watching.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just looking for... Give me a second, guys. Sorry, I just need to check something.
Well, there's only one thing left to do then, really, isn't there?
Okay, so Varo's going to go back.
Yep.
He's going to tell these guys what's happened.
Okay.
What the hell did I end up in there?
Why are you smouldering?
So, Varo will explain how the plasmoid escaped, jammed the door shut, and then shot Monty to pieces and set fire to the ship.
Jill
And I want to
walks
track
up to
that
you
little bastard down.
and she hands you the hat and says,
No.
I'm sorry about the holes. Day one as captain did not go well. Then gives you the hat back.
Set fire to that hat.
yeah.
No. Can't give up the captain's hat when times go bad.
Oh yeah, when the ship goes down, the captain goes with it.
I have faith in you, Captain.
Oh no. Well, you could always nick their ship if they come back.
That's our only hope.
But we are having everything that they've got. This asteroid is now ours.
Hmm?
Yes.
Heart of
I
stone.
say as I flick some more dust on the smoldering ruins.
Yes.
Yay.
Going to be burning for a while. You just back off.
Yeah.
Leave it, really, because there's nothing else you can do.
Yeah.
Oh no, there is something else that we can do. Nobody else has thought of it. I go into my
Which is?
backpack. I bring out 2, because there's only myself and Lovelaw up there. Hang on. Okay. 1 spear and 2 marshmallows, and I jab them onto the side of the spear and go, s'mores?
Yep. Nothing better to do.
Perfect.
Yep.
Yeah.
The other 3 of you come out at some point, and the 2 of them just sat there. One. Oh, one.
Yeah.
Funny. Funny.
There is
Well,
a
I'll say
story about how the Theatre Royal in Covent Garden burned down in the 18th century, and the chap who owned it sat in a bar opposite with a bottle of wine, and they came over and said, "Man, what are you doing? Why aren't you fighting the fire?" And he said, "Well, why are you dealing with this?" And he sat there, "Can a man not enjoy a glass of wine by his own fire?" was his response, apparently. So,
Yeah.
It is a bit like that, I'm afraid.
Well, there's so
Shaggy-
much to explore here. We might find something useful.
Shaggy
Yeah,
all of a
well,
sudden
with the-
just sticks his hands to his head and goes, "All that cloth that I've actually stored on this ship for the new flag. The cloth!"
Oh no! What a shame.
That's probably why it went up in flames.
Yeah.
No, it went up in
Rags.
flames because somebody set fire to it.
Because of all the pairs of knickers that he was hoarding for flag making.
Yeah. All the oily rags and Lovelaw's high proof alcohol.
Yeah.
And done. It's all gone.
Oh, yeah. All of it's gone, love.
Sad, except the stuff you got stored inside.
This is a low blow.
Got your own gear. You've not lost any of your kit. You know, that's
Hey,
you've got all that.
JL, I don't suppose you could help us track down that little bastard who set fire to our ship, could you? I don't like the idea of him being out there causing more mischief.
Let's have
Not a
look.
lot of places you can
I
go.
do.
It's a fairly large asteroid.
Let me see what I
Take a
put down
while.
as my.
Would like to ask him when he
Favorites,
thinks there's a ship coming
enemies.
back.
You've got plasmoids down as your
Possibly not,
favorite
but-
enemy.
You
Yeah.
can still, but you can still track, surely.
Yeah.
Got a track of some description, yeah, must have. That's what I'm thinking.
It'll
Survival.
come
isn't
under
it?
survival or nature.
Constructs and undead. Okay.
Yep. Survival allows you to follow tracks, forage, find a trail, avoid natural hazards.
Am I in a urban and dungeon? Not particularly either of those. What does my other spell do?
While you're thinking about it, I'm going to just survival check it. And no.
Yeah, I mean, you walk around the outside of the ship, but you're just not. I mean, unfortunately, the problem is your mind's just not on it.
Yep.
You know,
It's worth a shot. Had a +4.
Yeah, I don't think I've got anything specific to plasmoids. Lots of other things, but not plasmoids. But yeah, I'll go out and have a look. I know what this thing
Just a
looks like. I've
survival roll.
seen it.
Yep.
Come on, knock out the survival.
I'll have a look.
Actually, I might try primeval awareness because if it's a
Gosh.
modified plasmoid, maybe it would ping on my sensors. Oops, I'm stuck. It's worth a go.
right? So what was the feature? Sorry.
Primeval awareness. It might not show up depending on if it's a natural.
I've got it here. Yeah, just looking at it. As an
Just
option,
normal
you can
plasma
spend
would.
1 ranger spell slot, 1 minute per level of spell slot, to sense whether any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead are present within 1 mile of you, or within up to 6 miles if you're in your favoured terrain.
Probably
This
won't
feature
ping, but
doesn't reveal the creature's location or number,
I'll know if it's nearby.
and it's going to be aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead.
Not plasmoid, is it?
A
But these might not be normal plasmoids.
Yeah,
Plasmoid
but this
isn't it?
plasmoid's not a plasmoid. It's a sparkly plasmoid.
No, it's just a plasmoid.
Okay.
It's an aberration of a plasmoid.
Yeah.
And it's a good call, but you wouldn't take a human who's, you know, got some magical implant in his head and call it an aberration.
I mean, it might be useful to know this anyway, in case
Says
we do have
you.
anything else out there.
Yeah, you don't detect anything. Do you guys want to start having a hunt round?
Yep.
Trying to find its trail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There must be one.
Survival with it?
I don't think I've ever thought about tracking a plasmoid. I watch where Shaggy goes and see what type of trail he leaves, and then I start looking for that.
Oh,
Very good.
I leave
Do you want to give a bit
footprints.
of inspiration by the bard?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Sorry, Rob first.
I will certainly give some inspiration. Yeah.
I was just answering Anthony, which is my footprints look like footprints because I'm wearing
Fair
boots.
enough.
Mm.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm going to give JL some inspiration.
Okay. JL, some inspiration.
Sorry, who's doing the test?
I think that's Lovelaw, isn't it?
No, I've already done and failed. So
Yeah.
I was just looking
Yeah,
around.
yeah.
So let's deal with somebody else that can actually do it.
So the difference is, Lovelaw, that you're the only person with proficiency in survival.
I know.
So,
And I
so with a bit
rolled
of
no-
with a bit of assistance and a bit of a discussion with you between you and
Yeah.
Shaggy,
yeah.
you work out what the tracks are likely to look like, and then you can have another go with some bardic inspiration.
I like that plan.
Okay, so I think your
What's
problem,
your proficiency
JL,
in
with
survival then?
Sorry,
Plus
man.
4.
+4.
yeah, I think your problem, JL, with primeval awareness is it doesn't give you location or number.
No, favored enemy or favored terrain would help, but it's not. It's undead or constructs or coast, not coast, urban.
Well, it's going to be whatever the
none of
same
these.
type of creature that Shaggy is. So
Having said that, it might help tell us if there was a dragon or elemental somewhere in the vicinity as well. We don't.
it would,
Yeah.
maybe.
You don't take anything from it.
Yeah.
No, that's good
Okay.
in some ways.
So
Let's
if
have that roll.
Sorry?
I'm going to give you the inspiration, so you can
I'm on it.
An extra D6.
another D8.
Ooh.
A D8 now.
D8
Boom.
now.
Boom.
Do you roll that or do I? Is there something? I just roll regular now.
Well, hang on. Isn't JL going? I thought JL was going to roll survival for tracking.
Lovelaw.
My survival's not very good.
Because he's
Okay.
+4 and he's proficient.
I got a six.
well-
I got a 16,
Okay.
I'm
Pick roll a
winning.
D8.
and then a D8.
Well, no, you roll the D8. You roll the D8.
4.
20.
Okay, we'll take that.
You know, it tried to cover its tracks. It tried to move in a slightly different way. But as you and Shaggy are talking, and you're discussing the possibilities and how it might have moved, it suddenly twigs in your head what that might look like. You pick up the trails around here. You can see where the pirates were, where they landed and where they were. You can see your own tracks all around here, including some frantic things and some digging. But it made a mistake. It walked through some soft dust. Oh, it was clever about the way that it did it. But those shallow indentations you can see. And suddenly Lovelaw, he pulls out his axe and he flexes his shoulders and his head goes down and he starts trotting off across the landscape.
Team,
And here's the thing.
it's this way.
Maybe it was smart, maybe it wasn't. But you can see a cluster of rocks. And you can see there's a gap in those rocks. And damn, if you aren't absolutely convinced that the tracks go into that cluster of rocks. Oh, sure, the gap is narrow. It's a plasmoid, right? It'll fit itself in anywhere. But you get that feeling that it's watching you as you walk up.
I get ready
That
to dodge.
tingling in the back of your neck. There's an
Yeah.
experienced soldier, having gone through campaign after campaign, and you look, and you are convinced you're looking right into its soul,
So-
and it quails at your presence. What are you going to do?
Attack it.
So I was going to be a little bit I think what I'm going to wind up doing is using a little feature here called thaumaturgy,
Right.
which lets your voice boom up to 3 times as loud for a minute.
Okay.
And
He sticks his head up to the crack and goes,
I basically
"Here's
get-
Johnny."
I just scream at the thing, "We know where you're at! Come out and answer!"
It does not come out.
Could I do that as a,
We're coming in then.
not as persuasion, but as
Have
intimidation?
we followed along behind?
You're all together
Excellent.
looking to where it is. It's probably about 30 feet away from you.
Spread out. Don't give them an easy target.
Okay, I'm going to get in some cover. I'll go prone.
Okay, I'll start skirting around towards it, though I know I'm a big target.
I'm going to start dropping sacred flames on its head.
Covering fire.
Okay,
Yep.
go for it.
Well, DC 14 save,
Alrighty.
dex save, or take 10 points of damage. Now, can it move around freely?
Oh, you can't see where it is.
Oh, sorry, I thought you...
Sorry, your thing doesn't target directly. It targets a space, doesn't it?
Sacred Flame I think you target a target. Let me just
Yes.
have a look. A creature that you can see within range. Okay, so if I can't see it, I
Okay.
can't.
You see
Everybody needs to make their own at advantage,
Yeah.
because of course, right? Everybody needs to make their own perception check. The DC you are looking for is 15.
Okay, in that case, I did drop a Sacred Flame on its head.
Nice. Not so much.
Lovelaw, you don't need to make it because you can see it.
Ah, good. Because I
Okay.
failed.
So, my question still stands. Can it
I got
move
one
about
more.
freely?
I got one more. I'm missing one.
Can't make it do it.
What? With
Roll
advantage?
at advantage.
A shift.
Oh, hold down left shift.
Did that come through?
Good enough.
Yes.
That was 2 rolls.
Yes.
And that's the
no.
better one of the 2.
No.
I don't know why it's done it like that, but there you go.
That's 2d20. That's not the right thing.
Not at all. What?
No, but there is a...
They've got a
What?
10
No.
and a 16.
What?
It's not a 10 and a 16. It can't be.
2d20 KH1. What the hell's that?
No idea.
It rolled 2 d20s,
Yeah.
and then it added 5 to each one. So one was 15 and one was 21.
And it's took
So
the
the
21
higher
at the
one is
highest.
21.
Yeah, that is correct. Yeah, because you rolled
Yeah.
a 10 and a 16.
And then you
Yeah,
get plus
21.
5.
It is plus 5. So yeah, 21.
It's rolled it twice,
So that's-
It's just not
plus
coming out.
5, which is what I've got
correctly.
for perception.
Yeah.
Fine.
No, if you hover over it, it is correct.
The
Wow.
settings are obviously wrong on there. Sort them out later. That's not a problem, but they're fine for now. That's okay.
Yeah.
Right. So good. Okay. So then that's everybody, including Lovelaw. So you can all see where it is. Basically, there's this pile of rocks, and it is underneath the pile of rocks. It's sneaked in there. Now, actually, it's got a view down towards the ship. So what it's done is it's positioned itself. You would never have noticed it if it hadn't been for the fact that Lovelaw knocked it out of the park and traced where it was.
Well done, Lovelaw.
Hey,
So
Lovelaw,
if it's
you're working your way around to it. Right. Drop a sacred
is
flame on its head.
yeah, hang on, John. I'll ask again. Can it move around freely?
No.
So it's going to have disadvantage on its dex
It
check.
is. That's correct. It is.
Thank you.
So
Hey.
I'm also dropping Sacred Flame on its head.
I was almost there, but you all asked me a bunch of questions, so I hadn't actually rolled the dex save.
hey, Guys, we've got to keep this thing alive. We need its passcodes for when the next ship comes. We need information out of this thing.
Lovelaw,
I want to smash it too, but
this isn't going to be part of the pirate ship. This is what the pirates are scared of.
Yeah,
You
that was my
bashed
take
in
on
the
it.
brains of the pirate that we needed to keep alive. Remember?
that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Somehow this thing is avoiding those sacred flames, but you can keep dropping them on his head because Lovelaw's still working his way around. You get a couple more each. How many more are you going to do? Just roll the damage like Megan just did.
There we go. 2 more.
2 more. Right, hold on. You make the rolls first. Oh, 2 more each. Yeah. Right, Megan, roll another one.
Another one.
Isn't that interesting how it's reporting the damage differently?
Yeah.
I'm
Weird.
going to cast a couple of spells
The
as
same
well.
spell.
5. So that's 9 and 2. And that's 11. And 5 and 7. Okay. 1, 2, and...
I don't have Sacred Flame, John,
Holy shit. Really?
but I do have Firebolt.
Yeah.
8 and 7, 15 points. Nice.
And 26. 31. Right, you want to fire a couple of firebolts then?
Yep.
Yeah.
Might as
Oh,
well
sorry.
as we're going. Where is it? There it is.
Yep.
Not at
Don't worry,
advantage.
Martin. We'll be back.
That one. And then
Ooh, nice.
that's
Okay.
against his AC.
Yeah, it's a hit.
So 11 points of fire damage in the second one. 16.
That's a miss.
Okay. So one at least gets through
One
and
more-
does a
one
bit
more.
of singeing.
Because it was 3, wasn't it?
Sorry?
It was 3.
What was 3?
You need to do another one.
Oh,
Let's do another one.
oh, I thought
3
you guys
rounds
just
of
did
attack.
2. Okay.
It's firing wildly, but it can't target you because you guys are all hunted
No,
down.
that one missed as well.
Whereas you guys... Okay. So, it's having a bad day now.
Good.
That's good.
We're returning the favour.
Mm-hmm.
Very much so.
Take another one. Go on. 15.
Hang on. What do you mean 15?
Well, 15 points of damage if it fails the dex
You've
save.
had 3. That would be your 4th, mate.
Did I have 3?
Yeah. Don't worry. You and Megan both had 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
These guys-
it managed to dodge the first couple of ones, astonishingly, but it did. But the latter ones it didn't. Okay.
There-
Lovelaw, you
There's no
come in behind this rock, and you can see that there's this big rock on top, and you literally just reach down and you see him, right? He swaps the axe into his left hand, he reaches down with his meaty fist, and he grabs this rock and he just flicks it off, and it's lying in this sort of pool underneath, and it swivels the gun up towards you. Your attack.
Okay, I actually, John, I apologize because I love that entire write up or what you did there. I think I'm standing off at this point. I'm waiting because it appears that the guys are just pelting the crap out of this thing
Oh yeah.
with spells. I
Yeah.
just want to position myself where when this thing makes a break, I can whack it.
It can't make a break.
Then
That's
I
the
don't.
point. It can't make it. Okay, you're literally just stood on top,
Yep, just let these
and then
guys.
it's peppering it with things.
Yeah, I
They're
love it.
targeting it, so that's not a problem. Okay,
Yeah.
hey, that was another one, was it? Hang on. Hang on, that's a different... Is that a different spell? Still Sacred Flame. DC 14. I thought it was 13.
No, that's
No,
my
I
I would
was
say it's
13.
14.
Hit minus 13.
Sorry.
Mine's 40.
His,
Okay.
his
Yeah.
14.
So another sacred flame bursts out around it, and you hear it's high pitched squealing, and you see just kind of from your vantage point. And now you reach down with a meaty fist, grab it, and pull it aside, and it's expired. It's dead.
Very good.
And you wave the axe. Okay, you got it.
Well, I guess we have nothing better to do than long rest a whole bunch. Sorry.
It has a satchel, by the way. So the weapon you realise is not of any use, but it has this satchel. So you reach down, you pick up the satchel, and you open it up and have a little rifle through it.
Mm.
And inside the satchel is a flint and tinder,
Okay.
flint and striking stone, and all the rest of it.
That's
So,
how he did it. Oh, wait. No.
looks like it. Yep. And presumably, you use some other things. There's a bottle of oil, but you've got some little flask of oil. It looks like there might have been some more flasks of oil, but all they had to do was find all those rags that were hanging around in things, and then just sprinkle some oil on them, and that's how you set fire to the place.
Dang it, you and your rag, Shaggy. Oh,
Excuse me, I'll have you know, Mr. Lovelaw, that it's
And,
not rags, they were quality pieces of cloth.
greasy.
There's also three things that you take you a moment to realise what they are, but they're smoke bombs.
Really
Mm-hmm.
interesting.
So you can take those.
Yeah, I think our rapidly moving folks like JL and I you guys take those. That's good.
Thank you.
Does he have any rags on him?
No.
Yep, that's it. He's changed his name. He
Anyway.
is no longer Shagulus. He's Ruggy.
Raggy.
All right. So, do you guys want to have a long rest before you go any further?
How long do you think it's been since Monty passed?
At this point,
Yeah.
with everything that you've done, probably about an hour since he was destroyed. Yeah,
Right. So can I get him
an
back?
hour or so.
Can I get him back within that time? I can't remember what the time scale is for me to be able to get him back within a round. Yeah, but potentially long rest is what we're going to be aiming for. So, I mean, if not, he'll be back up for the morning anyway. So,
How?
because I can make him in a day. I can make a new one in a day.
What with?
His bits. Why not? This will be Monty Mark III.
He's had a bad time. Yeah.
The last time he didn't get to...
knackered.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't...
Wasn't expecting that. Okay, well, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's a shame if we got to it within the last hour, I would have been able to revive it with my Smith's tools. But as it's over an hour,
Okay.
at the end of a long rest, you can create a new Steel Defender if you have Smith's tools with you, which I do. If you already have a Defender from this feature, the first one immediately perishes. The Defender also perishes if I die. So basically, I can stick everything back together again and Monty is reborn.
Okay. All right. Fine, that's not a problem. Right. I'm just going to need to take a quick break. All right, so we're back. Now, what I've done is I've just put you folks all in a room here. I don't know whether that's the room you want to be in. That was the one I chose because the beds are a bit comfier and there's plenty of them. There is no particular thing. If you want to go somewhere else, like if you wanted to go up on the mezzanine or somewhere else, you're more than welcome. But as far as you can tell, you have found all of this section. You can slide closed the
close the secret door.
Door over here as well.
Yeah.
You know the handle for the main hangar door?
Yes.
Would that slide under the door?
What do you mean?
What door?
So basically what I'm thinking is everybody goes in through the hangar. I close the door with the ratchet thing, take the handle
Close it
out.
from the inside. You can pull the handle out so no one can do what.
Oh,
what
there's
just
a
happened
mechanism on the
before.
inside.
Go inside and then yes, but you couldn't open it before because it was stuck.
Yeah.
And it was stuck because it had been stuck from the outside.
Yeah. Okay. In that case, yeah, I'll just won't bother trying to find out if the handle will slide under the door. I'll just take it round to the inside mechanism.
You just take it with you.
Close
you
that up.
stick it in your backpack and take it with you.
Yeah. So we're locked in.
Right.
Unless there's a
In
secret
fact,
way
you are
in.
locked in.
Yeah. Okay.
Unless there's a secret way in.
Yeah. That's cool.
All right. Okay. What do you think happens during the long rest? Nothing. Take a long rest.
Yay!
Which is what we usually say for a long rest. What?
Oh, it's actually worked this time. So all the spells have been redone. Nice.
So, you asked me a question about the Steel Defender.
Yes.
At
Oh, hang
the
on, I've
end
reread
of a
it.
long rest, you can create a new Steel Defender if you have Smith's tools with you.
Yes, which I do.
If you already have a Defender from this feature, the first one immediately perishes.
Yes. So in which case, I shall remake the Monty. But this time he's not on legs, 4 feet. He's on 2. And he has the wings, instead of being out, they're going to be in front of him like shields kind of thing. And his arms are going to move if he needs to. And the wings are basically going to do the blocking or the dodging bits. Okay. So they kind of move with the arms kind of thing.
Cool.
But apart from that, he looks exactly the same. Same face, same body, same everything. It's just that I've changed how his arms move and his wings.
Couple of dents that you couldn't fix.
Yeah. Yeah, huge dents.
Some of the regional bits are like really blackened and like pitted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good visual, though.
He sounds the
Welcome
same.
Back.
He sounds
Welcome
the
back,
same,
Monty.
so yeah.
Has anybody got the orb? Have we fished that out of the ass?
Yeah, we fished that out.
You haven't fished the orb out yet.
Oh, haven't we? Oh, we should definitely go do
because
that.
the flames are still burning, so you've now got to have an 8-hour long rest.
Okay, long rest, yeah. Or does our long rest complete successfully?
Your long rest completes successfully. That's what I wanted you to know. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
You are undisturbed
That's huge.
during your long rest.
Monty's humming a tune for some reason, and it's like.
I'm sorry, I'm missing all of that humor.
He's humming. I didn't start the fire. It was always burning whilst the world was turning. Or since the world was turning.
That's funny.
Harry Truman, Doris Day, Red China, Johnny Ray, South Pacific, Walter Winchell, Joe DiMaggio, Studebaker Television, North Korea, South Korea, Marilyn Monroe, something like that.
Something like that.
Great song.
I think instead of those people, he's saying something like Lovelaw, Varo of, and such likes.
Okay, let's do something.
Yeah.
We've rested.
Okay.
So
Yeah, let's go look down this secret passageway, shall we?
So just asking before you go any further. Yeah. So before you go any further, I'm just checking to see, do you want to do anything other than wandering around a bit?
Yes.
What?
Do you want to, like, go back outside?
Yes.
Well, we want to go get the orb.
Yes.
Okay. You're going to go get the orb.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Or do you want to finish doing your investigations first?
No, because
No, we're going to go get the orb.
it'll get stolen by somebody that comes up.
Yeah.
You're not trusting me.
Oh, no,
No,
no. Could
We
happen.
never trusted you.
Why would look? No offense, John, but why should we trust you?
No offense.
Okay, no offense, but why should we trust you? You just burnt our fucking ship.
I did not.
Okay, you made the
I
plasmoid
did.
kill our ship. He killed Monty as well.
As I think I just pointed out to you, it wasn't me that killed the ship. It was the plot that did.
Yep.
That's like a man who's standing there holding a smoking gun saying, I didn't kill the man officer, it was the gun that did it. It was the bullet.
It's very simple as far as I'm concerned.
Hmm.
It was incredibly simple. There were lots of opportunities. And the worst thing about it is that Anthony even asked me at one point, he went, what's the timer? And I went,
I know.
and I even said at the start of the session, I didn't even say at the start of the session, and that thing's just run away. And I like, it's just gone. And I tried to kind of suggest that maybe.
No, you didn't suggest
trying to work
anything, but
out
that's fine. You're not supposed to suggest stuff.
No, I think it's always important for me anyway that I act as, within reason. Because you're not going to pick up on every last thing. So I try and, make a point, but I try at least have enough so that I don't feel like I'm shortchanging you. I have to provide some input, but it's fine. It'll work out. Don't worry.
Yeah, we'll just call an Uber. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Sorry,
you
we've
head
got
back out. The ship is charred. The ship is charred, and the bones of it are still there, but it's all a wreck. And you just sort of pace through, and the orb just greets you, and you head in and you pick it out. Lovelaw, are you going to carry it? I think you're probably the only person.
I guess. Sure, I'll grab it.
Yeah. Okay. So you put it in your pack.
Yeah. Flump.
And you rearrange some stuff and whatever. You put it in your. It's heavy, but you can cope with it. You're strong enough. It's not an issue. You cast around some of the other things. Particularly, Megan, you are really concerned. But the weird thing is, as you're casting around, everything else has pretty much been charred. But you turn up this carved wooden box in the wreckage. And you all remembered that the box has been sort of sitting to one side in the in the cargo hold. And it's quite an ornate looking thing. It's a box this sort of size. Nobody's really kind of sure, knows very much about it or knows anything. I mean, it's the outside of it is filthy and it's covered in streaks and muck. But you brush it off, but it seems to be undamaged by the flames, which is odd. You're not quite sure how. Never really. It's wood. You thought it would just be taken by the conflagration, but it doesn't seem to be. And you sort of take it out and put it to one side, and Megan comes over, and you notice that she's looking at it, and she has this. It's hard sometimes to tell what Megan is thinking, simply because she covers her face most of the time. You see her uncovered sometimes, and you're used to seeing that, but you rarely see that beyond that intimate circle of you as a group. But you can see that she looks relieved, kind of when you pull out the wreckage and put it down. And then she goes through her pack and takes a load of things out and shuffles things around and stuffs this box inside her pack. And it's clearly ludicrous. It clearly doesn't fit properly. And then she kind of stuffs some things on top of it and around it. And then she pulls her thing over and sort of cinches it not very well. It's quite obvious she's got this huge box. And then shucks it back on. Doesn't seem to be too fussed by it. And off she goes.
She shoves some of the bits that didn't fit back in her pack into socks and things and ties them to her belt.
Yeah, it's covered in stuff. She looks like an itinerant that's currently moving. It's really not like her. It's a very strange. You're all just like, okay, you'd seen it before, but you hadn't really thought about it. Yeah. Is there a beardy bloke wearing a white dress who's looking at you through the orb? That's the question, isn't it?
It's the eye. The lidless eye.
Alrighty. What next then?
Got nothing better to do but explore.
Yeah.
Until
We've got to wait.
some, I mean, we could go outside and,
Yeah,
get out our towels and
exactly.
hopefully we can.
Barbel fishes in our ears.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we've got everything we can from the ship, yes?
Yeah, I assume that the
there's
stupidly
upstairs and a
expensive
downstairs and a-
Spelljammer helm.
And a big door, isn't there?
In that case, we're going off down that corridor beyond the hidden door.
Yes. All right. Are you going to climb on that thing and head off into the darkness, or are you going to do something clever like try and climb down there?
Varo, I look to you for the wisdom.
What?
That's the
Sorry.
time.
Oh, you will be sorry, yeah.
Well, Varo's
Are
already
you
out
going
front.
to climb on the well? Varo's right just there, so Varo's going to climb on the thing.
So basically, it's like a platform that you go on. You pull one of the levers, and then it slides down diagonally.
It's on like a little track down
Yeah.
into the.
Yeah.
Hmm.
There seems to be some kind of power to it, and obviously, clearly, whatever is powering
I'm
these
up.
things.
Yeah,
Also the door
I mean, I'd
go.
say we should all go if we're going to, use this thing. Let's all go.
Are we going down there before, or we're going to check the upstairs first? Or does that other door come out?
There
at
is
the
no
back of the mezzanine?
upstairs.
We did that.
The mezzanine. I don't think there was any exits from the mezzanine, was there?
There were no exits from the mezzanine. No.
Yeah.
The
So
stairs
the
just
door in that
the
lock,
mezzanine.
Okay, so there's a door stairs in that room and then also outside that room go to the same place.
And Monty, can you pop Monty next to me at the back? Or there?
Can you control Monty now?
I can. Yes.
Hooray! There you go. You can put his
Huzzah.
details on if you want. I'm just going to give him a nameplate. Look.
You joining us, Megan?
Huzzah.
Megan?
Huzzah.
Hi.
Joining us, Megan?
Come in. Come in.
There we go.
Alrighty. Goodness sake. All right. You drop down. Takes a couple of minutes. It's quite a long way. I mean, it's slow, but it's, quite a distance.
Saves
get
us
down here.
walking.
Yeah, very much so. Well, you wouldn't walk. It's not too steep, but it's a good 45-degree angle. All right. So it comes down and it plunks into place. So you're on what is essentially a flat floor. Okay. And you've got 3 doors around you, as you can see. And you've got a corridor here as well.
Okay.
There's a very distinct smell in the air.
I look at Lovelaw.
It's
Death. No.
up top wasn't like this.
Shit.
Up top was kind of dusty and, human sort of smelly, But down here, there's a distinct smell of animals.
Hey.
I did
Sorry,
say
can I
that
grab a mic for a second?
I did say that those barrels were full of kibble.
Okay.
Okay, Varo. You can see down a corridor to a door. Yes?
Can't hear you, Pete.
Pete, you're muted.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, we're going to go over to this door.
Okay, that door is not like the other doors. That door is an absolute monster.
Okay,
It's
I'd say we.
it's a single door. You think it probably slides up. The others are all just ordinary opening doors. By the way, it's worth saying, over here is double doors. They're all, well built, etc. But this is not. This is different. This is some kind of monstrously heavyweight
Okay,
thing.
so that's the animals are all behind. The ravening animals are all behind there, probably.
And when you look at it, actually make me a perception check.
Can we?
Perception check coming up.
Well done.
Hence the reason why the 100 is known as the Benjamin. Then, yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You notice that it appears to have some kind of magical sigils, kind of etched into the door.
Okay, I'll point those out to everyone and say, yeah, I think looks like there's something serious
warning.
behind this door. Yeah.
On this thing.
Should we investigate the other doors first?
Well, as I'm stood in front of a double door, I'm going to listen.
All right.
Do I hear
You
anything?
can hear something.
What can
It
I
sounds distinctly like
Huh?
Coming
I
from
didn't
behind
hear
the
that.
door.
I didn't hear
I didn't
that.
hear anything. What were you
Okay.
hearing?
Your
It sounds like
microphone cuts out.
it sounds like an animal breathing rapidly.
Okay, I
Type
look
of
up at
noise.
Lovelaw and I go, dude, can you give the man some space whilst he's trying to work? I'm trying to listen. Stop panting in my ear.
Excuse me. Go ahead. Open the door.
Right, I listen again. Okay. So
Bags of kibble.
You hear a slight growl and perhaps a little hint of a whine. And then
Megan, behave.
Perhaps you hear the skittering of footsteps.
I have the
Heading
bags
away.
of kibble, don't forget.
Okay.
No, you said you have a small
what's in the
handful of
box.
kibble. That's what you said you got.
That's what's in the socks. Hands full of
No, you said you got a small handful of kibble.
sock full.
You haven't got bags of kibble. You said you got a small handful of kibble.
Sock full or two.
Right. So okay, guys, I think I can hear some an animal, maybe more than one, behind here. It's currently like panting hard, growling, whining. Actually, it might not be an animal.
Probably not been fed for a day or two.
Should we open it and find it's a bedroom and there's a couple of ogres in there doing it? Space oozes or something like that.
Well, if you're worried about that door, why? How about we investigate this door?
Yeah. Oh, I'm
Did you
not
say
worried
it's a
about the
sliding
door. The
door?
door's shut, so you know. I mean,
Is it a
Just-
sliding door?
All of the doors are normal opening doors with the exception of this one.
which is a
Okay.
sliding door.
This is the
Which
sliding
lifts
door.
up. Okay.
Yes.
I'm
Do
going to
they
open
open
this door.
into the corridor or do they open into the room?
What corridor?
The corridor we're in. We're kind of in a corridor area, sort of thing.
Oh,
The entrance.
The room at the edge
This
of the
door that you are stood at
Yeah.
opens away from you. So as you're looking at the door, the handle is on the left-hand side and it opens with the hinges on the right.
Okay. I'm going to open the door, John.
You're going to
Varo's
open the door.
Varo's going to open the door.
You open the door. Very
Did you
good.
see that, Megan? Varo didn't even check to listen.
He did nothing.
Oh,
He
You
could have
can
blown
see
me
a
up.
corridor,
He could have
With
blown
a
me up
door
when
at
he
the
wouldn't
end.
have cared.
and it looks like it goes around the corner here somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Are we going-
This area here has a series of pegs around the wall and some benches. And you notice that hanging on one of the pegs is what looks like some kind of overcoat, like a cloth overshirt, lengthy overshirt, which you notice has got some stains on it.
Uh-huh.
And it's stuck up on a peg.
Like a sort of lab coat dish.
Or is it a
Exactly
blood
that.
stain? What's the stain look like?
Probably blood, I would imagine. I'll have a look. Does it look like dried blood?
It looks like it. No, probably not. Probably something else. You're not sure what it might be.
Maybe it's a chef's coat. It could be, pasta sauce.
Down the kitchens.
We're in the kitchens.
Yeah.
Finally.
So it is.
It's an industrial kitchen. What it is it's one of those dark restaurants that only delivers via Just Eats.
Yeah.
And while you're pondering on that, I think that's where we'll leave it for this week.
Oh man.
If you got all the way to the end, we appreciate your support. Thank you for watching the NVRA whilst we bring you content of different games. If you like what we have done, please like and subscribe.